Are you currently struggling to grow your Instagram account and don't know where to start with the new Instagram algorithm that's on it today? Well, in this video, I'm going to show you how to grow 10,000 followers over the next 30 days, step by step, showing you proof and the new hidden strategies that you need to do in order to dominate the new Instagram algorithm this year. So pay close attention to the entire masterclass, because this is a recording from a private mastermind group that I had where we showed all the members how to grow 10,000 followers over the next 30 days. So let's get started. All right, Facebook, how you guys doing? Hope you guys are doing great. And today we're gonna be going over this little series that we have this entire week, where we're just literally going to give you an entire course live every single day the next week at 8 p.m. EST. So if you have not been part of the notification squad, turn it on right now. And if you're joining on the live right now, comment the hashtag live. And then if you're joining on the replay, comment hashtag replay, just for us to know who's watching on the live and who's watching on the replay. It also helps the Facebook algorithm. So this is shown to more people because, as you guys all know, sharing is caring. So we're just gonna wait a few seconds here to get started. But today we're gonna go over kind of like the framework that we have to make sure that we're growing over 10,000 followers in the next 30 days, which is something super cool. And over the next few days, we're also going to show you how to turn those followers that we help you grow today into actually high-paying clients. That's what we are going to be covering today. This is actually part, if you have not gotten this already, this is actually part of our entire book, Grow Your Gram. This is actually the first section called Insta Growth Secrets. If you actually want an entire book to go along with this, plus the slide that we're going to go over and everything else, just comment the word down below, gram. Either myself or one of the advisors on our team will send you over the link to it. That way you have it for yourself. Let's just say, right, you probably all know the company Uber. It is an amazing company because, you know, you don't have to wait for taxis, you don't have to wait for absolutely anything, and just a car magically appears at the front of your doorstep anytime you actually want to. I'm going to tell you a little story, and I'm going to circle back to it as to why this is important, right? I recently got on an Uber, and like normal, you know, you order the Uber via the phone, and the car randomly, you know, shows up. And then there's a driver. Sadly, the driver talked way too much, blah, 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 right? So what I do is just put my headphones in and I just sit down in the Uber, pretending like he was not talking. But he just kept talking and talking and talking, right? Very annoying. And you probably have had this happen to you if you have ever ordered an Uber, right? Especially if you're tired after a trip or something like that. Now, what happened at the end of it, the Uber ride was perfectly fine, but because he did yap so much and he talked so much, it was actually annoying and he couldn't let me sleep because I was really tired. I actually rated him like 2 or 3 stars or something like that, right? So I've given a bad rating just because he was talking way too much. The question for you is, are you also doing the exact same thing right now with Instagram or your business and social in general, where you're putting all this content, all this effort, and you're not getting the rewards you actually want? Maybe you're not getting the clients that you want, maybe you're not getting the audience that you want, the growth that you want, or whatever. And it's simply because you're yapping, you're doing this right here. People are not actually wanting to hear you at all. And you're actually struggling to grow your audience, your business, clients because of that reason. So if that's you, just comment like down below me, because again, if you're struggling with this right now, this is probably you. You're probably that Uber driver that nobody likes. Today, my goal is to make sure, and my promise to you is to make sure that I help you fix that today on this live training, okay? Let me break it down for you in a very simple approach. Number one, this is like super basic, is credibility. If you don't have credibility, nobody's gonna follow you at all. You need to become some sort of personal brand that people actually want to follow in the first place. So how do you actually make this happen? Let me just go over right here. And again, this is part of the guide that I'm promising you. If you want this entire thing, just comment the word gram below and I'll send you over the link. Here's an example, right? The first thing you got to do is put a sexy profile picture of yourself, right? Not just leaving it blank. Make sure that your green clients know exactly who you are, what do you do, and what are you passionate about. But most importantly, what is in it for them? What I mean is like why people should follow you in the first place. What result do you get for people? For example, this is one of our clients, Lady Boss. Today, they're the fourth fastest growing company in the United States, according to Inc. 500. And basically what she did is she established herself as a credible authority by giving her transformation of losing 65 pounds and then becoming a best-selling author and helping over 350,000 women. So you see her, she's credible. She has the credibility behind her, like all these different things, right? Make the bio as sexy as possible. Have it pack a punch, and because it is like your personal card or introduction, right? It is the first thing people see when they come to your profile. So make sure you tell people who you are, what do you do, who do you help, and most importantly, what is in it for them, what result they're going to get by following you. And I know this might sound super crazy basic. I'm going to give you a very simple framework that we use to make this happen. Okay, so we call it the 3P statement. Okay, so what is this? Person, problem, and then promise. Person, problem, promise. So who do you help? What problem do you solve? How, what promise do you give them, right? Promise. Aligning this with what you do is extremely, extremely important, because without it, you will not be able to be successful at all. You need to make sure, again, who do you help, person, problem do you solve, and what promise do you give them? Now, what I want to know is, do you guys have a 3P statement right now for your business, right? If you do, I would love to know it. Just comment it down below, whether you're watching live or on the replay. We'll review it, and basically what we'll do is give you some live feedback after the replay, or as we read some comments and questions at the end of this, to make sure that you have a solid 3P statement. If you don't have a 3P statement, what I want you to do right now is take some time, whether you're watching live or on the replay, and write it down below. Who do you help? What problem do you solve? And what promise do you give? That is extremely important, because without this, we will not be able to move forward at all. At the end of the day, they don't care about you. They care about themselves. Like, for example, you're here in this video or training. You don't care about me. You don't care about who I am. Like, you care about what end result I can give you and show you. That's the reason why you're here. You're here because you want to learn how to grow 10,000 followers in the next 30 days. Once you do this, your Instagram will literally blow up, right? This is exactly, again, we have testimonials with CEO of Lady Boss. I'm not going to play it. If you want, you can just go to onlineseals.com/reviews, and we have literally hundreds of them. Like, this one is right here. Let's just go over to number 2. And this is what we call the BPPs. All right. So I'm just going to put right here, BPPs, right? What are BPPs? These stand for best performing post. I'm going to give you examples and show you exactly how we come up with these. Okay. Best performing posts are basically just posts that get above average engagement. Okay. That's it. That's content that gets above average engagement. So what it means is, like, if there's, an account that gets 1K likes, if a post gets a BPP, it might get, 3,000. Right? So 3,000 engagements. That is what's called a BPP. What we want to do on our Instagram is obviously model success. That's obviously pretty simple. So the question is, like, how do we find the BPPs? Which ones do we know are BPPs? And how do we make sure that we are replicating as many BPPs as possible? Because that will help us grow the Instagram account. Basically, we're just reverse engineering and not trying to figure out from scratch. As a side note, when you came to the group, we were giving away like 5 posts for lead generation, like 5 lead gen posts, right? And these posts are proven to convert. They have generated hundreds of thousands of dollars in sales for us and our clients. So if you want that, just comment the word like 5 lead gen posts down below. These are 5, again, copies and structures and examples of BPPs that not only grow your followers, but most importantly are able to monetize it and turn it into actual clients. The question is, like, how do you actually find these BPPs? So I'm going to give you like a live example right now, which is not planned at all. Show you exactly how we source the BPPs. So right now we're on Instagram on a random Instagram account, right, that I have. If you can, down below right now, just type in whatever niche that you're in. Okay, whatever niche. If it's fitness, life coaching, B2B, marketing agency, like whatever it is, just type in it down below. And basically what I'm going to do is just search the exact same niche that you have on Instagram and show you BPPs in that specific niche. I'm going to assume like fitness and marketing and coaching. Okay, so like fitness, for example. We literally just type in fitness right here, right? And a bunch of different pages are going to come up. So for example, let's see, we go to Instagram and we type in fitness. So if you're selling, for example, a fitness model, whatever, right? You might be posting, you might be a fitness model, have great abs, great booty. If you're a girl, if you're a guy, you have great abs, have great chest, great biceps, whatever. I'm assuming just you're a girl, right? This page, right? This picture right here is a BPP. Like, I'm already can tell. Like, this one gets, 2,000, 3,000 likes a picture. So this one right here is an absolute banger because it gets 8,000 likes and 400 comments when normal ones get 2,000 and 100 comments. Pretty self-explanatory. This page is all about abs. Obviously, women want to have a slim waist or fit waist or whatever. That's obviously a picture that works extremely well. Let's assume you are in marketing. So I'm actually going to look for a page that I know pretty well. And I'm going to show you a couple of BPPs. So let's just say in this case, he gets anywhere from, I can already tell, I don't know if you can, I'm just hovering over the pictures. I can already tell which one is our BPPs. So anything over like 20K, 30K, 15K is a BPP. So for example, this one right here is a BPP because of the comments, right? It has 900 comments. But you'll see this one. Let me see. So this one right here, not all promises are fake. If, for example, actually, this is perfect. If you have a relationship coaching program or a relationship page, or you're selling a relationship, this is a perfect, and you're obviously selling how to have a better relationship, like Messi and his wife. This is a perfect picture to post on a page like this because it's proven to work. And then the next one, you can just have follow X page, right? As you can see right here, and it pushes back to your page. But we're just talking about VPPs in this scenario. But what you can simply do is mimic that picture and post it on your account. It's already proven to work. The algorithm favors it. People engage with it a lot. So it's a very easy thing to do. If you're taking content from somebody else, obviously give credit to them. Or what you can even do is create the original content yourself, which is even better. We're going to talk later on about influencer marketing, growth campaigns, and stuff like that to leverage pages like this for your benefit, which will literally get you like a 20x ROI, which is absolutely insane. You get the point, right? You can just hover over this and see what the VPPs are. Very, very simple. I'm going to find another one. Working smart versus working hard, right? This is just a lawnmower with a thing attached to it. Very, very simple. It's a very simple BPP or a hack that you maybe didn't know. And are all those pages followers? Yes. In this case, I do know the follower and the owner of this page. So yes, the followers on this page are real. Obviously, there's certain things. There's a lot of pages with fake followers and stuff like that. But in this case, this page is actually real. The idea here is that you don't just do it with one page, you do it with multiple. This is part of the market research process. It's ideal that you take the time to do because the more you understand the VPPs, the better you'll be. The question is, how effective is this and how fast can you actually grow? This is like an example, like this screenshot right here is from Alex Wilkie, right? He grew this page. I'm actually going to show you this page right here with very simple BPPs, 933,000 followers. He grew a few years ago. It was all with BPPs in the beauty niche, of course. So, he's a dude and he grew a beauty brand. Now he's a consultant for beauty companies and stuff like that. So basically, BPPs just straight up work. He grew to 350,000 followers in just 6 months and to almost 1 million in a year or 18 months or something like that. So it just straight up works. What you want to do, again, to summarize, go to pages, see what the BPPs are, and then model them, either copying them and credit the original creator or creating it yourself from scratch. Again, BPPs are content that best performing post. You see the average engagement, and then you try to find the outliers, the content's already proven to work. Don't try to replicate, don't try to reinvent the wheel. Just see what other people are doing and just do the exact same thing. Again, if you want 5 lead gen posts that are proven to work, that are BPPs already in terms of copy, framing, all these different things, and that have not only grown the followers, but generated sales, comment the word 5 lead gen post and we'll send it over your way if you have not gotten that already once you join the group, because we were definitely offering that. Is this making sense, the part of the BPP, before we keep moving on? If it does make sense, comment the number 2, whether you're watching live or on the replay. And if it doesn't make sense, comment no, number 2, and then post your question in there. That way we can answer it and stuff like that. Whether you're watching live or on the replay, we're going to reply to you and make sure that you're taken care of. That's pretty much it. Next up is you definitely want to theme it up. And what I mean by this is you want to theme it up in a way that's actually aligned with what you do. And again, it goes back to the BPP, right? So for example, if we go back to this, we see this page is all about makeup. It has one framework. It's just about BPPs and that's it. It doesn't have no sort of aesthetic feeling, which is perfectly fine. This one right here, as far as I can tell, it's black and white, black and white, black and white, black and white. And then it has the occasional blue and the occasional video, right? But it's black and white mainly. So this theme is aligned with this page. So you definitely want to have some sort of branding, because when people go to your page, they will be able to identify your page with the branding. Again, very subtle things, not something extremely important. You can just have it like mine. Like, I don't really have a theme, to be honest with you. I don't really think about it that much. I just post. And as you can see, I post, a couple pictures of myself and then a Twitter post like this, or a picture of myself and then some sort of infographic or a cartoon like this. And that's pretty much it. So it's like, I don't even have a theme, quote unquote, that's super, super crazy rigid. All you want to do is make sure that you have a good content on your page and you're following what we call, again, the BPPs. Theme it up. Again, on the other hand, you want to make sure that you're using the most amazing filters, content is good, framing is good, is sharp, etc. I'm not going to go too deep into it because I think it's pretty self-explanatory. If it isn't, let me know, but I think it is pretty self-explanatory. Now, make sure that you're also sharing what happens BTS, right? So behind the scenes. Here's what happens when you start growing a following. People want to know you're actually human. People just don't want to follow some random person that's always posting about business or whatever it is. You want to have it where you're posting about your daily life, but you're always tying it up back to what you do. If you remember at the beginning of this live stream, what I did was just talk about a random story about Uber, but then I tie it up with what we actually do. What did I do? Well, I was talking about Uber. I was talking about how Uber and this driver was so bad, but at the end of it, I tied up to what we actually do. You want to start getting in the habit, showing your behind the scenes. That's very easy through Instagram stories. But then on top of that, making sure that you tie things up back to what you actually do and not just like randomly blapping and yapping about anything, because then you fall into what the Uber did, and that's not something you want. So again, you don't want to do the Uber example. That's a big no-no. What you want to do is make sure that you're posting content with what's in it for them. Again, you want to be sure you're showing human elements, but always going back to what's in it for them. Meaning that you don't want to be posting just your cats. You want to be posting your cats, for example, but tying it up to the fitness or whatever it is, right? For example, this weekend, I went to Naples with my girlfriend and we had an amazing time. She was like actually posting what she ate and stuff like that, but she just was not just posting it for posting it. She was posting it and tying it up to her fitness stuff. She's a fitness coach. And she was tying it up like, you don't want to learn what I eat when I'm on vacation, how do I stay fit while on vacation, etc. Right? So you always want to tie it up back to what you're actually doing and showing behind the scenes, because it actually shows that you're human. And trust is not a logical thing, it's an emotional. And when you show the human elements, people trust you more. Does it make sense? Now let's go over the next one. On Instagram, you only have 60 seconds, okay? You only have 60 seconds on videos and stuff like that when you post on the feed. Now, Reels right now, it is absolutely insane, right? Reels are literally going viral. What can you do? My suggestion, at the beginning of every single video, pitch them the end results. Do you remember the 3P statement, right? Person, problem, promise. So what you want to do is talk about the problem or a promise. This is very simple. This is what you can do. 5 things preventing you from X results, right? So if you are, for example, again, a fitness coach and you're like 5 things preventing you from having a 6-pack, or 5 things you can eat while on vacation, right? Very, very simple. If you are talking about more the promise, 5 exercise to build the booty or 5 exercise to build back, right? If you're in marketing, 5 things you can do to increase your Facebook ads, or 5 things realtors, right? Again, the person, you want to outline what the person is, right? 5 things realtors, if that's your avatar, or makeup artist, or whatever the niche is, can do to improve X, right? Very simple. Again, this is part of the 5 lead gen posts, so I'm not going to go too deep into that. But this 60-second stuff, especially with the reels and the focus Instagram has on videos, can literally and dramatically increase everything for you. I've seen accounts literally go from like 0 to 100,000 followers in just reels. That is it, which is absolutely insane and wild. So it works insanely well. Just again, make sure that you can just literally film it with the phone. You don't need anything special. You can just record it with the phone and just have it in your the image, like 5 things that you can do today. Just put some text in the image, and that is it. It's very, very simple. And you go, number 1, number 2, number 3, and that's it. So like go through it very quickly. You don't need to deliver a ton insane value in just 60 seconds, but this thing will allow you to get a lot of love from the Instagram algorithm and grow very, very quickly. So the 16 seconds, like just use it. Very, very simple. And if you don't have any idea of what to make, I'm gonna show you another little hack. 5 exercises. Let's just say you're a fitness coach. 5 foods to eat while in vacation. Eat healthy while on vacation, right? And then you come up with some random blog, and that's it. You don't even need to like bring your own snacks, avoid the minibar, eat breakfast. That's it. Very easy. You don't even need to come up with these things on your own. You can just have it where you take content or blog posts from Google and just reframe it or repackage it in your own way. So you don't even need to come up with like quote unquote original stuff. There's like a saying that great artists steal. There's nothing original in this world anymore. Don't try to be original. Don't try to be fancy. Fancy, like my good friend Alex Moses says, simple wins, fancy fails, or something like that. So anyways, does this make sense with the 16-second video side of things and utilizing reels more? Next up, something super crazy simple that's going to get you honestly like a lot of clients, which we're going to talk about over the next few days or so. I'm running out of space in this little whiteboard thing. Taking screenshots of your stuff. So for example, if you have clients, right, let's just say that you're in the marketing space and you're good at running Facebook ads, or you're running any sort of marketing for your clients, or you get some sort of transformation for your clients, right? You can just take screenshots of that and post it on your page. Let me just show you a real example of this. Before this training, I was kind of lazy. I should have posted this before. I just posted a screenshot of this damn group, like right here,
and just said the end result of what you guys want to get, what you're going to learn, and just comment the word 10K. And then we're going to reach out back to you guys with the link. Many of you, maybe from here right here, that are live, came from this post. Very, very insanely simple. You can see the exact same thing on Instagram. Screenshots, DM me the word 10K. So it's like, there's nothing fancy going on here. It is something very, very simple. And again, we do this a lot. This is a screenshot of one of our payment processors. We've done over $1 million just from Instagram alone inside of this payment processor with accounts to PayPal or wire transfers. And as you can see right here, this is another screenshot. So like we just take screenshots all the freaking time. Like this one is actually even a screen, like me with my phone going into the Stripe account, again, showing the end result of what we teach. This is a screenshot of testimonials. Figure out what can you take screenshots of. It's a very easy way that you can create content of that's actually valuable for your audience, but most importantly, so that you can sell, right? We're not just talking about 10,000 followers in 30 days that are random. We're talking about 10,000 followers in 30 days that are actually qualified, that are actually going to engage with you, and they're actually going to buy your stuff later. Number 7, and this is like honestly one of the most important ones, and that is stories. And not Instagram stories, but telling stories. Getting the habit of telling stories. Again, if you look at the beginning of today's training, what did I do? I talked about an Uber story. Maybe you found it interesting, maybe you didn't. But if you did, right, you were like, all right, like this Uber story is like something super random. I've encountered it. I've experienced it myself. You probably have just taken an Uber because there's a driver that talks a lot too much, like way too much. You actually related to me maybe because of that reason. So being able, and then on the end, I tied it up with what we did. So being able to tell stories in a compelling way is something extremely, extremely important. And this is all copywriting, honestly. Like this is all copywriting. That's all copywriting, right? So I'm not gonna go too deep into the copywriting side of things, but just get in the habit of telling stories, right? One of the easiest things that you can do is at the end of every day, figure out what can you write that's like 500 words long or something like that. Just any story of something that happened to your day, right? I'm actually just gonna come up with something right now. So today, let me see. Today I was private chauffeur on the way back to Naples from the vacation. We had breakfast. There was a huge traffic jam. I had a few calls, I had a few clients that, okay, so perfect. All right, so I'm just gonna come up with like something out of the blue. Like literally right now, no scripting, nothing whatsoever. I'm just gonna tell you a story. Today, I had an amazing vacation of, I was in Naples actually with my girlfriend, like I said, over the last few days. We had an amazing time. It was absolutely beautiful. We went on a sunset cruise, dinner, everything was amazing. And it was great, right? It was great. I'm actually gonna show you a couple of pictures because it was an absolute amazing time. And this was actually at dinner, as you can see right here. That's me, us right there with a little dog and the sunset. And then the sunset cruise was absolutely insane, as you can see right there. And then this was the actual sunset cruise that was there, right? So it was a beautiful, amazing time. Now, here's something very interesting to me. I was able to do that while the business was still running. A lot of things that I see is entrepreneurs struggling because they don't have systems in place, struggling because the lead flow is wrong, and struggling honestly because they don't have Instagram working for them. So the question for you guys is like, would you like to go on vacation for the entire weekend and still know that there's bookings and sales calls and leads and growth happening, plus clients being delivered at the highest level? Would you like that? Comment it down below, yes or no. Parentheses closed. As you can see, I just made up a random story of something that happened last week or during the weekend, and I had no idea I was gonna do this right now. So like just being able to tie stories, obviously you want to give it a little more thought, not just like 2 minutes of it, right? But the point is that you're able to tell stories in a very compelling way. And if you're able to do that, you're going to win. Again, it goes back to copywriting. Get in the habit of it every day, try to tell a story, write it down, and you're going to get in the habit of it. Next up, things start getting cooler, right? Teaser. Give your followers a teaser. Why do teasers work? If you look at movies, right? Avengers Endgame and Game of Thrones and all the any sort of movie or big production that is released, they always release some sort of trailer, right? They always do some sort of trailer. They always release some sort of trailer because trailers work. It gets the interest of people, it gets people hooked, and it gets people engaged, right? That's what you want. So you want to make sure that you give people teasers or trailers of what you will be showing. Something very, very simple that you can do is do the following. 3P statement, having it always in mind, and doing the following. Next month, we are going to be doing a case study group where we solve X problem, right? Again, back to the 3P statement, and get Y results. Again, 3P statement, the promise, right? Over the next 90 days. Would you like to be part of it? Yes or no? You put a poll, yes, no. People vote. What do you do after that story is you put DM me X word if you want to be part of it. And I'll add you to the waiting list. Something very, very simple. You're going to be seeing us doing that exact same thing because we're releasing our software in the near future, which again, all you guys are going to have access to. And it's going to help you tremendously to grow your business. But giving teasers is a very easy, low-hanging fruit that you can take, even if you have low followers, okay? You can run influencer influencer marketing campaigns, which again, I'm going to talk about on another day, but giving teasers and getting the habit of doing these things is extremely, extremely powerful. This goes back to the 5 lead gen posts. You can use that exact framework that we have there for these teasers side of things. Okay. So something very easy, doesn't take a lot of time. Number 9, social. Social media is meant to be social. Something super, super simple that you can do is simply reply to people. Engage with people in your niche. Something easy that you can do, the same hashtags and the same influencers that you research, reply to those comments. Get people engaged in there. The problem is that you're probably wondering, like, how the heck do I actually track and handle all these different things, right? Let's just say you only have 1 hour a day. Again, I'm going to do some math. Let's just say you have 1 hour a day, right? And it takes you 2 minutes to leave a comment. That means that you can leave 30 comments per day on 1 hour. Now, how do you actually track this? How do you make it as efficient as possible? Right, in 2 minutes a day, that's actually very smart. Now, there's a tool called $80. I'm going to show you right now. Again, I'm not sponsored. I'm literally just showing you. $80, which is a Chrome extension that allows you to track hashtags, search influencers, and a bunch of other cool stuff to make sure that you're commenting on the right ones. And you're able to efficiently do this. Something super, super simple. They actually did give me like a coupon code. It's like $14. They do have, it's like $15 a month or free. You can just use the code online CEO. Without the S, CEO, like this. If you want it, you can just go to it and it gives you like a free month or something like that. I honestly, you can use it, you can not use it, whatever you want, but it's like a tool, a very easy tool that you can grow your followers, again, engage with the audience, and it's free. Again, you can do it on your phone too, and it's free, but it just takes more work and it's harder to track. But they also have a free plan. But again, this thing right here, you can literally just go, let's just say you're a fitness coach, right? You go to a big other fitness influencer and you see something they're posting about keto and meat and you're vegan. What do? You spark conversations, polarizing conversations. Okay. What do you do? Like, meat is bad for you because XYZ. That is the reason why I turned vegan and I have better results than keto, and I'm able to help hundreds of clients. That alone is going to spark an insane conversation and polarizing conversation because of that. Obviously, if you don't want to be as polarizing, you don't have to. But the point is that commenting in the same community, in the same industry, and stuff like that, that people are already searching for you and getting in front of them like that is a very, very easy thing that you can do. Be social, something super simple that you can do. And again, we've done this. We've done it on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. It works across the board. And we've done hundreds of thousands of dollars just from this little thing. Number 9, that I'm showing you because it's free. I started for free because I didn't have money for advertising. I started for free just with grunt work and putting in the work just with this thing. Okay, so you can do this completely for free. You don't need anything. Does it make sense? Number 10, and that ties into 2 things: value plus consistency. Now, here's the thing with this. Most of you, if you, again, I didn't see all the comments. Like, if you didn't comment below before, how many followers do you have? Comment it now. Most of you are going to do this, the things I'm going to show you right now, and do it for 1 day or maybe 2 weeks or maybe 1 week, where you're not going to be consistent with it. You're going to die off, you're going to do your own thing or whatever, and you're going to fall off the wagon. The problem with that is that you don't get the full benefits of doing things consistently, okay? Like, you cannot get 6-pack abs just by training 1 day. You can't. It's impossible, right? So why do you expect to grow your following or whatever in just 1 day? It is impossible as well. Right, so make sure that you're consistent. Now, the problem is that you're wondering, oh, Josue, I don't want to be glued to my phone. I don't want to be just chatting all the time. I don't want to be on Instagram. I just want it to be automated. Perfectly fine. I got you. That's what we're here for. I'm going to show you a little tool called Creator Studio. You can just go to business.facebook.com/Creator Studio. It is a free tool by Facebook. You can just hook up your Instagram account to your Facebook page, and it allows you to do this. Now, here's the cool part. I can post on my Instagram feed. I'm just going to do this real quick. So I can post right here. This is a test. And then the cool part about this, I can obviously put hashtag, mention, all that stuff, but then I can schedule it right here. And I can upload it at any time that I want, and it uploads automatically. So let's just say I want to upload this picture at 10:41 a.m. on Friday. All I do is hit schedule, and boom, here it is right here. And the post has already been scheduled. You can just take 1 day out of the week, schedule the content for the week, or schedule the content for the entire month, and that is it. Something super crazy simple. I'm going to delete this thing. Something super crazy simple that you can do today that takes you very little effort. It's free and you can be consistent. Okay, so let me review this. Take the time to 3P statement. Make sure you have it. Make sure you optimize your bio. Make sure your content is good. Number 2, make sure you're using VPPs. VPPs is where the gold is, all right? every piece of content that you create, you want to make sure that it is as close as a BBP as possible, even sales posts. This is the reason, again, why we have this 5 lead gen posts. Again, if you want them, comment 5 lead gen below. Number 3, theme it up, right? Number 4, show behind the scenes. Don't do Uber. Think of it, what is in there for them. Number 4, okay, where is it? Oh, no, it's number 4. Number 5, utilize Instagram Reels. And you have 60 seconds per video right now. It's something very easy that you can do is 5 things preventing you from X, 5 things getting you closer to your goal, whatever the case may be. Again, number 5 or 10 or a list of numbers allows people to be hooked until the very end because they want to know all 5. Okay, so you can say like 5 things you might not have known that's preventing you from having a 6-pack app, and number 4 is the most present one. Okay, so that's something very simple to do. Number 6, make sure you take screenshots, results, etc. These just drive insane engagement and allows you to get more qualified leads. Make sure you're better creating stories. Give a teaser of what you have going on. Be social. Again, you can utilize the software I just showed you, $80, or you can just do it manually, but just be social. Spend 1 hour a day. 1 hour a day. Just make 30 comments that are meaningful, that are just like, hey, great picture. No. Take the time to respond to the comments in the post. 30 a day will suffice, and they'll be good enough, especially if they're polarizing. And number 10, be consistent and make sure you use the Creator Studio from Facebook. It's free. You can use it and you can schedule all your content out for the entire month, which is something super, super crazy valuable and something super easy that you can do today. Okay. There's 0 excuses why you shouldn't be able to be consistent on your Instagram account. Okay. If you are not consistent, you're not going to grow, period. You need to be consistent. If you're wondering how many times a day should I post, at least 3 to 4 times a week. That's a perfect number. You don't need to be posting every single day. I don't post every single day on my Instagram account. Honestly, like obviously I have a system, a team. I barely go on Instagram anymore. It's because we do have a system in place that allows us to do so, right? So all 10 makes sense to you. If it did, comment a heck yes below. Heck yes. If it makes sense and you did find it valuable, and most importantly, if I kept my promise showing you exactly how to grow over 10,000 followers over the next 30 days. This is the foundation of everything. Obviously, there's a little bit more to it, but we're going to go over the other stuff over the next couple of days right here inside the group. Because again, my goal is to make sure that I over-deliver completely for free to you, and that you understand exactly how to grow your following and most importantly, get clients with Instagram as well, right? So if you enjoyed it, make sure you hit that like button down below. Now let's answer a few questions. And if you do want, like I said before, if you do want the entire Grow Your Gram book, again, I went over it today, grow the 10,000 followers over the next 30 days. Over here, it goes a lot more in depth, a lot more detail, because obviously it's written and I did have limited time here today. But it goes over a lot of the stuff that we're going to, again, cover some of it over the next 5 days with a lot more good stuff right here. So if you want this, comment the word gram below. It's completely for free. I'm going to send it over to you. We're going to be selling this book in the future, but for you guys that is here, it's completely for free. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And then of course, if you do want the 5 value posts, comment down below the word 5 lead gen posts. I'm going to export it right now and then upload it to Facebook. That way you guys do have it and are able to see it, etc. as well. So I'm actually exporting it right now as we speak. So just comment all your questions down below. I'm going to be answering them right now, whether you're watching live or on the replay. If you're watching live, obviously I'm going to answer them live. That's where you get the benefits. If you're watching on the replay, just comment down below and we'll reply to you. But make sure that the next time that we do the live, which is going to be tomorrow at 8 p.m., you're right here, you turn notifications on. And if you do want to be tagged tomorrow, just comment down below, tag me, and my team will make sure that you are tagged over the next in the next live stream that we do. It's gonna be exciting because tomorrow we're gonna be talking about a lot more cool stuff that today we didn't cover. So you definitely want to be here. Again, Monday through Friday this week, we're gonna be covering everything. Tomorrow is how to create next level content by crafting a content-friendly offer, which again goes to the high ticket model. Then on Wednesday, we're gonna be talking about how we did $70,000 in 7 days just utilizing our Instagram following without any paid ads, and how today we're doing that consistently every single day. Some days we've done all the way to $86,000. There was one day about 2 weeks ago that we almost did a 6-figure day, which is absolutely insane. Then on Thursday, we're going to talk about how to get a 20x ROI with influencer shoutouts and Instagram story ads and Instagram story webinar. That's on Thursday, so you don't want to miss that. And then on Friday, we're going to talk about automated system. How I spend less than an hour a day and I get clients, and get high ticket clients every single day while again, not working that much. So let me see a couple of questions that we have here. Do you have any tips on how to pre-sell before? Yes, of course. So how to pre-sell, you mean like how to pre-sell an offer or something like that? That's something very easy that we can do it. We actually did like $400,000 cash collected in 10 days without any phone calls or anything, just DMs a few years ago when we actually launched it. We can talk about it. Basically, what you want to do is build hype and show results and give people not like, the more you delay getting access to people, the more they want it. The more you delay instant gratification, the more people want it. People want what they can't have, right? It's just human nature. What you want to do is build pressure around it. So hype it up, show results, show what you're going to do for people over and over and over and over again over a period of a week or two. And people are just going to be like insane for it. Obviously build a list during that period of people that are interested. And when you launch, cap it at a number that you know 100% you're going to hit. Let's just say you have 100 spots, cap it at 70. Because what's going to happen is that people that want it, they're gonna be like, crap, I can't get it anymore. And then the next time you open it, they're gonna be even more enticed and they're gonna want it even more. It's just human psychology. So it's just delayed gratification. Yeah, hopefully that answers your question in terms of the pre-sale. Do you guys have any other questions? Post them down in the comment section below. I'll reply to every single one of them. Creative Studio was a gem for me. That's awesome. Cool. I'm glad you guys got value. By the way, do you guys enjoy today's live stream right here? Hashtags come from BPPs. So hashtags are like keywords. And while they are important, they're not groundbreaking. So are you saying to go to pages that are in my market and see what the winners are? Correct. Go to influencer pages, big pages that are winners already, that have a big audience, and see what they're posting. Keeping this up, I was late. Yes, we're keeping it up right here inside the group. Obviously, if you want guys to engage and be part of it and of course ask questions live. Absolutely enjoyed it. Thanks for sharing. Awesome. Something I'm going to do, if you want, again, the book and everything else, just comment the word grant below. And what we're going to do is send you over that, but then also give you the opportunity to talk to one of the advisors on our team, just to see if what you guys have going on can potentially be a good fit for what we have, right? So at the end of the day, my goal, just so you know, is I'm launching a software here soon. My goal is to get as many people as possible into the software. And I know for a fact the software is going to make you a hell of a lot of money. So that's my goal, right? That's it. With this, right? Obviously, we want you guys to be enjoying Instagram, getting clients, growing, because then you're going to be utilizing the software and it's going to be a lot more profitable for you guys. My goal right now is just to help as many of you as possible. That way, when we launch the software, it's a crush, right? So if you want that, just come with the word Graham. We'll send you the book and then we'll talk and see if we can take a couple of things. What's closing deals? I hope you did, Dwayne. I hope you did close them deals. I love it. That has been it. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to drop the little heart emoji. I will really, really appreciate it. Drop the little heart emoji if you enjoyed today's live stream. And if you got to the very end right here today, whether you're watching live or on the replay, it just tells me that you got to the very end, which is absolutely awesome. If you enjoyed it, of course. And other than that, that has been it from me. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Peace out, guys. Love you all. Comment with a little heart emoji, and we'll see you tomorrow.